Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another week, another edition of the Sparkling Tuna Cup number 47. I'm, of course, your Slight VIP, and with me, I'm joined by the amazing people in the chat, by these amazing players, and by my plushies, as always. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Ooh, it's been a long week here. A lot has been going on with EPT Spring. Again, ESL Master Spring has been ongoing when it comes to the regionals of Asia, of the Americas, of Europe as well. And not just that, we've had GSL a couple of days ago. We do have the replays. As a reminder, we have the replays for those qualifiers. But now we settle into our weekly open tournament. Open to all regions, open to all players, !B. In the chat, if you guys want to have a look at the bracket yourselves, we have players from Korea, from Europe, from Latin America as well, and Southeast Asia. Players from around the world. They come together here for this tournament. And we're here to bring you the best of the best. The best that we have to offer. Let's go, Papi, let's go. You can hear the beeps. We're loading into our first series. We're loading into a Protoss versus Terran. Before we get ahead of ourselves, a big shout out to Flipper Flapjack in the chat. Flip it, Papi, flip it. Now I want a pancake. But thank you so much for subscribing for 2 months in a row. Thank you so much. Do appreciate it. Gaha, Papi, Gaha. Hope you enjoy the content. Hope you enjoy the casting. Welcome, everyone. Again, if you're unfamiliar, Sparkling Tuna Cup, we've been hosting it, running it for a couple of years now on a semi-regular basis, at times bi-weekly, at other times weekly, and we are here with our first matchup spawning in the bottom right-hand corner. Oh, in the bottom right-hand corner. Oh, as I have to quickly set things up. Okay, we're good to go. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have our red Protoss player from the land of Poland, representing Storm Gaming. It is Gerald. There it is. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the yellow Terran player, currently teamless. It's a good old dear friend. It is Caerwyn. It's Caerwyn, Papi. Papi. Caerwyn, and a longtime supporter from many years ago. Caerwyn, he was one of the OGs. And there's a bit of a meme surrounding Caerwyn. So back in the day, of course, back in 2017, we started streaming. We started hosting our own tournaments. And I remember Caerwyn dropping by. He missed like our first couple. Back in 2017, we hosted amateur tournaments. We hosted bronze to diamond tournaments specifically. And Caerwyn would drop by in the chat, and he would, of course, support us and enjoy the content, enjoy the events. Be really grateful that we would host them. And he always wanted to play. He always wanted to play. And one week he finally could play. He was busy at the time that we were hosting it, typically, and he could play. But he promoted. He promoted to Masters, so he could not actually compete in our tournament. He never could. And then, you know, fast forward a couple of months, we introduced another tournament series. We introduced Master Swan Open, which was our event for I believe 4.8 or 4.9k players. So into Masters 2, essentially, into Masters 2. We introduced a new monthly tournament. And Caerwyn, by the time we rolled around with our monthly tournament, Caerwyn, he actually promoted as well. He was improving quite a lot. He was on that grind set, and he actually could not compete in Master Swan Open either. So there was a bit of a meme for a long time that whenever we introduced a new tournament series, Caerwyn, he could never play in it. He could never play, he could never compete. Smoge, puppy Smoge. So yeah, that was a meme for a very long time. From there, we introduced a regional tournament, which Caerwyn also couldn't participate in. But now here we are, many years later, so many years, 7 years later here, and Caerwyn can finally play. Of course, he is a big part of the community as well, especially the Terran community. I believe like he's like a mod and a big time viewer of like Thermal and Vindicta and all things Terran. And Caerwyn did step away from the game for quite some time, but now he's dipping his toes back in, so I'm happy to see him. I'm happy to cast him. I actually don't think I've ever casted Caerwyn. Despite knowing him for 7 years, I don't think I've ever casted him, so yeah, this is a bit of a first for me. A little bit of a first. It is going to be a standard opener overall, getting into our 1-1-1 setup. Racks into factory, into starport. Meanwhile, back at home, Gerald going for his gate expand into a standard build himself. Still yet to determine our tech. There it is. It is good by Twilight Council into Blink Stalkers. Blink is on the horizon for Gerald. As Caerwyn moves out, the Adepts, they move in, and ooh, that's going to be a kill on the SCV. Adepts, they shade. They threaten to shade into the main base. We do commit, and more workers going to be going down. Caerwyn in a lot of trouble. Forced to pull the boys, and we've lost, what, 4, soon to be 5, soon to be 6 SCVs in the main base. At the same time, Caerwyn, he does get across the map, but it's not going to be good enough. GG gets called, and Gerald will take game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Just a really unfortunate move out there for Caerwyn, as he committed everything across the map and he was caught with his pants down. Alas, bled out too many SCVs to those Adepts, and he could not do enough across the map. We had an army, we had enough units. GG. With that, that is going to be game number 1. Again, Caerwyn, he stepped away from the game for quite some time. He recently came back, so he's a little bit rusty, a little bit out of practice. He's also against a pro player, one of the best Protoss in Europe, so not an easy series for him, but I'm here for him. You know, he's a near and dear friend. Caerwyn is a near and dear friend. Again, I think we've played team games in the past and hang out even outside of just StarCraft, so always there for him. Always there for him, Papi. I'm ready. I'm ready for game 2. Let's go. Can we cause an upset? Can we play out this series? Can we make Gerald work for it? I want to believe. I want to believe. Something that I mentioned as well is that Caerwyn, he's, again, a big follower of Euthermal. And, yo, we've all seen Euthermal's builds as of late. A lot of all-ins, a lot of creative styles. I'm curious if Caerwyn is willing to dip his hand into that bag of tricks and try to do something crazy against Gerald as well. Let's go. Let us go. Spam this Zeus so Caerwyn won't care loose. Oh god. I think he managed to play in 1 MSO before promoting. I think so as well. I think so as well. I think so. And here we go, spawning in the top right-hand corner of Crimson Court. We have our Polish Protoss player, the Red Protoss representing Psystorm Gaming, leading the series 1-0. Again, he's been on the rise. It's been hot as of late. Is poised to make a deep run in this tournament. Can he go even further? Can he take this 2-0? It is Gerald. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the yellow Terran player here. Again, a long-time supporter, an old-school friend of the Cranky Ducklings. It is Caerwyn. Get a win, Patrick. Get a win. Let's go. Ooh, as we are going for a fake proxy Rax. Okay, Rax has been thrown down elsewhere. When it comes to the skill level of Caerwyn, I think he did reach GM. I want to say he reached GM as well, but I don't know if he ever reached the upper echelons of GM, of course. I think hovering around 5k is what I want to say for Caerwyn. Actually, you know what? I can just say whatever. You know what? 6k, Pop. You see? Oh my god, he was amazing. He was the next Clem, the next Maru even. Oh my god. But I believe hovering around 5k, and here we go. We do have, again, what looks to be a proxy here, at least trying to sell the story. I do like this, as Gerald is going to be scouting even deeper into the main base, forcing a big reaction. We have a Zealot first out of Gerald, so he does believe, or he's just getting ready for the worst, as the factory is slightly delayed. Ooh, but does get thrown down. Whew, just barely. Is going to be thrown down in the end. As a probe is just going to be, just posing a bit of a nuisance here. Rax is done. Reaper's on the way. Did we finish the Zealot? We did complete the Zealot just in case. So Caerwyn, he forced a bit of inefficiency out of Gerald. So not a bad start for Caerwyn. Is likewise being active. Going to shut down the probe. Now that the Reaper's been revealed, Gerald should be aware that he's safe and sound. Should be able to get into his own build of choice. Oh, as that is a second and a third Rax. This is a one base all-in. Yes, it started off with a fake proxy Rax, and again, I love the idea here. Considering the fact that, of course, Caerwyn is more of an unknown player, he's, of course, lower skilled compared to Gerald, and I'm sure Gerald's even aware of that he's a favored player. To fake out a proxy, to force an overreaction, and to commit and to deviate into a one base all-in, Gerald, he doesn't see this coming. Not yet. Gerald, he is in the dark behind this, going for a Twilight Council as his take of choice, going to Blink Stalkers. We do have a safety shield battery in the main base, just to keep the mineral line safe and sound. But again, that's a base that we do not need. Or sorry, a shield battery that we don't need. There's nothing threatening that main. Well, the depot is going to be knocked down though. No repairs, no boys being pulled. The Adepts, they get in. And this is why we needed the wall, as we're getting a full scout of the main base. We get eyes on two more Raxes. Big scout from Gerald. He knows it's a one base all in. We needed to deny that scout. Now Gerald, he's fully aware of what's going on. Does focus down another Marine, gets 2 more Marines. And GG, no! Bobby! Caerwyn, he knows he got scouted. He's already bleeding out too much. And with that, Gerald will take the series 2-0. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations here. Oh, I even... Hold on, one moment. I even put the wrong score outside, but there it is. GG, well played. Gerald will take the 2-0. Will advance on into the next round. Congratulations to Gerald. My condolences to Caerwyn. Hold on, I need to send him a love heart. Less than 3, puppy, less than 3. GG, well played. And again, it was not an easy opponent. I would say that Gerald is, again, an up-and-coming Protoss player in EU. Caerwyn, he's letting me know he was supposed to GG. He won G by accident, Bob. It was an accident. Ah, no. It was an accident. He's letting me know. Hold on. I'll show it here. I'll show it in game. See here. It's a little bit blurry, but he's saying, I promise with all my heart I meant to GG. The single G was a misclick. Ah, no. Not like this. But regardless, Gerald will advance on into the next round. And Caerwyn is going to be eliminated from the tournament. Oh boy. Meanwhile, it looks like we have some other updates. And I was just about to say that, at least in my opinion, based on what the performances so far of a player like Gerald throughout the past year, even past over a year now of play, Gerald has been improving a lot. He's been rising through the ranks. I would say that Gerald, he's maybe top 6, maybe top 5 Protoss in EU right now. And something that's interesting is that it's not just Geralt on the rise, Cristiano has been on the rise as well. Let's switch our scenes over and go over the bracket.